Hey, what's up guys? We're jumping into the arena with a Mega Knight deck that's capable of crushing any deck in the game. A lot of Mega Knight Miner decks just don't have enough firepower, so removing the Miner and putting in two sources of bait pressure with the Skeleton Barrel and the Suspicious Bush gives this deck profuse firepower. Opponents will be stressing on 2 and 3 elixir cards instead of leaving your Miner alone, which always seems to happen. Because you're able to spam with a constant sea of threats, opponents will be seeing nothing but negative elixir trades or damage on their end. You can use Dark Goblins to snipe buildings so Suspicious Bush and Skeleton Barrel can sneak towards the tower. And Royal Ghost, even at a little bit of health, is always something opponents have to worry about. When it goes invisible at 1 health, forcing a response is the most annoying thing in the game. And when opponents are annoyed and angry, they're more apt to make mistakes. Spamming their entire elixir bank into a Mega Knight or slipping up a spell against a Skeleton Barrel or a bait card will instantly jump them out of the game with an L. It's time to jump through any deck that Clash Royale throws at us and assert dominance. And mega love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. Mr. Ghostface, well, you might end up having to face off against our Royal Ghost. So I guess we'll be able to make that happen, brother. I'm going to go for a Suspicious Bush at the start and force the log. I love how much damage a 2 elixir Suspicious Bush can do. I think it was definitely overbuffed. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section. Do you feel that type of way or not really? I think Suspicious Bush for 2 elixir probably does the most damage in the game for its elixir cost. You guys let me know. I think that might be accurate. It seems that way, at least for me. So I'm going to try to just use the Royal Ghost against the Goblins, and I'm not going to overspend here. Cannoneer performs really well into this. It just died of the Cannoneer shot. I'm going to Goblin Gang and then go for another Suspicious Bush. Last time he logged on top of the Suspicious Bush. Now he doesn't have that in cycle. And the good thing about Suspicious Bush is it doesn't tickle towers like a Miner. For 2 elixir, it's a fully fledged win condition. Whereas Miners, a lot of times people ignore it, and then you're like, man, I wasted 3 elixir. They're kind of all-inning me. It's way easier to play a deck like this that has the capability of crushing the opponent for 2 elixir, and I really enjoy that. Oh, pro tip, if you're ever playing against someone that has Golden Knight, drop your Goblin Gang like this, and if they pop the ability, they only hit 1 of the Goblins. You saw that? He literally hit 1 Goblin with the Golden Knight ability. That was the worst ability ever. He has the ability to waste elixir whenever he wants if he wants to continue that play. It happens with Skeletons. It happens with Goblin Gang. Every chance you get, you always want to do that. This guy's got Log and Tornado with Cannon, so if I had to say, he 100% has matchup advantage here. But I do think I'll win if I play better than him. Also, I believe that he's probably going to have Electro Giant, so I want to pair our Dark Goblin and Cannoneer together if that's going to be the case. Because if you have Electro Giant, it's not that good of a matchup for me. And I need to get damage here with Royal Ghosts. Maybe going in for Bats afterwards or Goblin Gangs. It's going to be tough, but I do think we can be triumphant against this Executioner. So, see what we can make happen here. Don't want to overspend, but I also don't want to like let him get in a spot where these guards get on my tower. So I'm going to go Bats, and then I'm probably going to go Suspicious Bush. Evo Cannon, dude, is so crazily toxic. It's a Royal Delivery all over the arena. Evolved Dark Goblin is going to force a Miner from him, and then, I don't know. This really feels... Oh, it's not a Miner, it's a Goblin Drill. You know, I don't play with game sound on. I mean, you guys can hear the game sound, but I can't hear the game sound. What do we do here? How am I going to break through an Executioner, Golden Knight, Evolve Cannon, and Log and Tornado? It's a lot for us to work into. You know what? I think our first play is to go for a Dark Goblin off to the side, then go Ghost and not like spend any extra elixir that isn't counter pushing. We need to be cost effective with all of our cards. We're going to go in for our Suspicious Bush in the back left, and then I think we're going to get him to make a bad play and spam into us. I do want a Mega Knight really badly here, and I think I'm going to have to do that out of the Golden Knight, or I'll lose. Yeah, he's going to pop the ability, so I would have lost the game if I didn't do that. We can split up our stuff, maybe go Skeleton Barrel on the right side, going for Dark Goblins in the middle on Cannons, and if he goes in for an Executioner, it's not game over just yet. He's going to Log? Okay, wait. Watch me cook. He's going to Tornado, then we can go Goblin Gang, and then we might be able to gobble him up. This is going to be great. Suspicious Bush is going behind the Executioner, and he is getting really behind in the damage situation. The damage department is not in his favor anymore. And I do think I can Mega Knight in the back and build up a big push. This Royal Ghost won't take him out, but I can definitely eat the damage from the Executioner on the other side, because I've eaten damage in the other lane. It's around even now, and he doesn't want to be down defending and counter pushing in the lane that he is already taking a ton of damage. Try to Dark Goblin here, and I think that might help us kill the Golden Knight. The Executioner can't extend far enough to kill that, so he's forced to go in for an Evolved Cannon. All right, screw it. I'm going to Arrows here. Then I'm going to continuously pile on more pressure with Suspicious Bushes. I wish that splashed onto the tower there, but it is what it is. Suspicious Bush is sneaking past. What are you going to do? If you don't damage it down, your tower won't last. I gotta go in for a Dark Goblin again against this cannon. And then I'm gonna try to wiggle my way through with another Skeleton Barrel. Keeping the Dark Goblin outside of the range against the Executioner is a game of chicken, and I'm eventually gonna lose it, but not now. Damn, dude, he's just taking damage like crazy. Wait, this might be the best Mega Knight of 2025, and the year has just started, man. Well, I guess it's Q2 almost, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. We are able to kill all of his crap, and I do think that he's not going to be able to kill me with these Xyz. It's going to be close, though. Got to get bats down here as well, and then I can get a Dark Goblin as well, and then a Goblin Gang. Man, this is getting really scary. I don't like the way this is looking. I have to play this extraordinarily well to have a shot at winning this. He's going to Tornado me. Damn, dude, like, the matchup is so much in your favor. It would suck if I lost this after playing as well as I did. I think if I get a Goblin Gang down, maybe we're going to be okay. The Tornado is scary, but we barely beat it. Let's go. Executioner, Evolved Cannon, Long Tornado, and a Golden Knight. And we beat it with a freaking Mega Knight bait deck. You know what? If you can win that matchup, you can win anything. I love this deck. It is so cool, and I can't wait to get better matchups in the next ones. So now we've stumbled our way into a match against the ranked 366 player in the world, which is also going to be an uphill challenge. You know, he's probably going to be better than me at the game because his rank is really high. But hopefully the matchup will be better than the last one. That's what we're looking for most of all. If I get a Goblin Gang down and he doesn't rage, he's going to get cooked, and then he's going to have to deal with the counter push, so I like that. I'm going to have Bandit, no Mother Witch right now, so not that bad for me. I kind of want to go in for Mega Knight on this. It's a little bit risky to do. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to Dark Goblin instead and use the Cannoneer. We should kill that with one shot from the Dark Goblin, and I like that a lot more. Okay, Royal Ghost, Barbarrel. There are two ways that this can go. One small spell with Barbarrel or multiple. And he's going to cook me if he's got multiple. Like, the match was not going to be fun then. All right, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, at least a top ladder player, if I'm playing against someone 300 in the world and they got double small spells. Oh, come on, dude. What the hell? How did we run it back to back? There's no way. Is everyone just auto-including Executioner in their decks today? He's definitely going to have Tornado too. All right, well, it is what it is. I'll see what I can do. I'm going to use the Skeleton Barrel and then maybe be able to swarm him with skeletons. I like the fact that this Dark Goblin is going to die. It's going to be so fun to watch that Bandit at 1 health kill it. Had no one ever. But, yeah, he's going to have Executioner with Snowball and Barbarrel and probably even Tornado. You know, I'm ready for the trifecta of spells against a top 300 player. It is what it is. We are currently winning the match, and that's always a good sight to see. I'm going to split up my Goblin Gang in the middle so we can get a couple Spear Goblins, hopefully hitting the tower on the right so we can start accruing some damage. If we dropped it all on the left, what would have happened is bro would have just gotten a glorious trade, and he would have not cared. He would have dropped his Royal Ghost. And now he's taking damage on the right side. If you can't break through against overpowered matchups for the opponent, the way that you win is doing dual lane pressure, and it's literally the only way you can win these matchups. From my experience, that's what I do. Okay, he fumbled the bag really hard there. That was a terrible Bandit. The Dark Goblin staying alive is not great because it's going to die. Oh! The poison from the Dark Goblin! Yo, the Dark Goblin's clutch with it. Hell yeah. All right, all right. I hate the fact that the Mega Knight is knocking back our stuff and doing an amazing amount of damage, but I'll take what I can get. Evolutions are a little bit wonky and overpowered. It just is part of the game. Whew, all right, all right. So I got to get a Goblin Gang down. It's the only real way of countering the Bandit, but he is kind of fumbling the bag a lot more than I thought he would. We can preserve our Goblin Gang right now and not overcommit with it. I can save it for the boss Bandit. I'm going to try to go bats here. I might just eat the Executioner. Okay, never mind. We're going to do this, and we're going to go Goblin Gang and expect him to drop small spells and make predictions. And he did not hit anything. That is awesome. Okay, never mind. He hit everything. Boss Bandit's going to hurt me so much. Fun! It's not like you just dropped 2 spells, made a prediction, and it didn't matter that you missed one. All right. I'm not salty. You're salty. All right. We'll see what we can do. I can go for a Goblin Gang after he Barbarrels. He's definitely going to Barbarrel and Snowball and all that stuff, so kind of have to wait on that. Can't really spam into that. Yeah, I'll go Goblin Gang now. Maybe get an amazing Mega Knight here. Please, for the one time. For the one-time wonder. We'll go Suspicious Bush whenever we get the chance. Mega Knight's going to jump on the tower. He's going to Executioner. I do think the Skeletons might hit the tower if we're lucky. Might get a little bit of love with the Skellies. Oh, that's a lot more love. That's a hell of a lot of love, bro. Yo! Top 300 player conquered. Let's freaking go. I don't care that you got Executioner, Barbarrel, and a Snowball, and a freaking Boss Bandit, the most overpowered card in the game, we still beat you. I'm literally speechless at the first two matchups of the video, especially matching into a top 300 player with the last game. But winning those two feels like it shouldn't happen. Mega Knight is so freaking good. Let's roll. We are matching into Battle Healer potentially, or maybe they just like the artwork of the Battle Healer. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. Barking Pikachu. Hey, I love Pokemon, so hopefully we love you too. I don't know. We are showing some love to the tower there, so a little bit of a damage lead for us. And yeah, I guess not a damage lead because we started a little bit lower health since the Cannoneer is a bit of a better tower from the damage department. So the way that they even it up is you have to, you know, get more damage on the opponent's tower as the game progresses. He has arrows with Dagger Duchess, and we can easily overwhelm the Dagger Duchess if we just fight on one side. That is the third Executioner that I matched into in a row, and I'm not joking. I was playing other decks earlier. I did not match into a single Executioner all day before this. I've played so many hours in Clash Royale. There have been 0 Executioners. I am the Executioner magnet as soon as I switch into a Mega Knight bait deck. Insane. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section if that happens to you, but at least the deck is allowing me to win these matchups for the most part. So I'm going to arrows on that, and then killing the bomber is okay. Kind of freaked out and panicked, and I thought my suspicious push was the Goblin Gang, so I tried to arrows that as fast as I could. Could have waited a little bit, and then I would have been able to hit guards too. It's still okay, though. I can get a Goblin Gang down and then possibly be okay here. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I mean, goblins are going to be able to fight the other goblins. It's cannibalism out here, and we're balling. All right, cool. Nice. Not that much damage of an advantage for our guy. Goblins are going to get more than we would want. I was hoping that the 300 damage there wouldn't exist, and we would just been similar strat, but it is what it is. At least our Spear Goblins decide to even it up a little bit, too. All right, we're going to go for Royal Ghost on the left, and then go Suspicious Bush. It wouldn't surprise me if they activated King Tower, but we'll see. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Go Bats here. We'll go Suspicious Bush, Skeleton Barrel, and then maybe even wander our way through with like a Goblin Gang on the left. I don't think they want Executioner, so I think the Goblin Gang might work really, really well. If I can get a good arrows, that is. Please? Maybe? Yes, sir! Let's go! Okay, okay. Hear me out for a second. If they don't have any daggers from the Dagger Duchess, the Dark Goblin is going to be a potential problem. Forcing out a freaking Tesla is even better. Because now, all of the counter-pushing crap doesn't go on the side that they want. I'm going to use Royal Ghost here, and then, you know, I don't want to wander my way into an Executioner. That's going to be the way that I lose. If we go for units into an Executioner, I'm going to give my opponent an advantage. So I'm trying to just, like, Mega Knight on the left, ignore the Executioner after it, like, gets to half HP or something, and then all in the other lane where the Executioner isn't. If you're playing Mega Knight at a higher level and you're matching into bad matchups, you always have to go opposite lane to the opponent. This is actually a joke that he has arrows in here. Literally just a fundamental joke. I'm going to try to use a Goblin Gang as well. Don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. I guess I'm not going to ignore everything. Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think I have the luxury to do that. If I win one Mega Knight, I can get back to another one potentially too. So we'll see how that goes. Trying to use our Dark Goblin to snipe all of this stuff. Misses the arrows, which is exactly what we wanted. And then hopefully the Dark Goblin's able to lock onto what we need. I do have the potential of getting back to another Mega Knight. I definitely outplayed them. I just don't know how hard I outplayed them. Please, Dark Goblin, lock onto the tower. Yes! You beautiful beast! I think I won. I mean, not entirely yet. Oh, I misclicked. I thought that was I thought the Dark Goblin was a suspicious bush. That was a suspiciously bad strategy. Oh, no. My Dark Goblin placements were prime until I did that. All right. I do want to get arrows here. Love to get more damage. Okay, that's kind of what we expected from this guy. We'll get a Goblin Gang down as well with the Dark Goblin. Arrows comes down, but you don't hit all the goblins because you're just not playing as well as us. Hopefully we can arrow cycle you, but that's 3 arrows away. That's a lot. If the Skeleton Barrel pops near the tower, I win. Please. Anything. Just a little bit of love, bro. A little bit of love, you know? That's all I'm asking for, you know? Just a little bit of sizzle and spice and everything nice. We'll go Mega Knight on this because I don't trust the Royal Ghost at all. All arrows as well, and I think we're just going to arrow cycle him, to be honest. I said I wasn't going to do it because it just cost too much, but I think we're saying screw it and just full sending there. It seems like he's not going to be able to apply as much pressure as he wants, so I'm probably going to be able to get away with it. It wasn't for you meddling kids, brother. All right, we're in Mega Knight. We need one more. Yes! He's not able to do enough. We got him. We got him. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, all I need is one more arrows. The most painful sequence of games that I could have ever manifested upon myself, all in a row. 3 Executioner players. Look at my freaking battle log, guys. This is stupid. Clash Royale needs to do something about the matchmaking this season because for whatever reason, the games have been crazily, unbelievably in our opponent's favor way too often. I couldn't even come up with an Executioner Evolution with Tornado, Arrows, and Bomber if I tried. Oh yeah, and he's got Tesla for our win conditions too. So hopefully this will finally be the game where we don't match into Executioner. Unfortunately, this guy's got Bowler. I don't even know if that's going to be better for us or not. I'm going to try to go Bats here. I could go in for a Dark Goblin if the Bats die. No, we're fine. I can Skeleton Barrel here. And then go in for a Mega Knight directly on top of this and have the Baby Dragon target the Mega Knight instead. I like doing that instead of dropping a Dark Goblin here because the Mega Knight is definitely going to force a lot more Elixir. Or it's just going to jump on the tower. Bro, you might be in the Mortal Clan, but I don't think you're immortal anymore. You got wounded. So the Dark Goblin's going to lock onto the tower for 2 or 3 shots. 3 with its dying breath. The Fart Goblin unleashes even more stench on our opponent. Man, I would hate getting hit by a Dark Goblin. Compared to like this Knight Sword, which you would assume would do a lot more damage, the Dark Goblin does a lot for, you know, what it seems. It's just darts, you know? It shouldn't hurt that much. I love the fact that he can't kill the Spear Goblin with the Tornado. It's really derpy. Because if the Spear Goblin died there, it would have been a world of a difference. He would have taken out my entire tower, I think. I don't think I would have been left laughing or standing. Anyway, Cannoneer allows you to clean up with bats in more situations than not. And one thing that I do want to highlight is the capability of pulling the opponent's units off to the side using the guards, or I guess in this case, using Goblin Gang, and then using bats directly on the balloon. So then the Lumberjack Rage does not affect what he wants, so he can't hit the balloon with the Rage, so then his movement speed is just really, really slow with the balloon. That's kind of the goal here. Also, every chance that I get, I'm just going to spam Dark Goblins on the frickin' Inferno Dragon. It might seem derpy to you guys. You might think I'm silly, but if we kill the Inferno Dragon, he can't build a balloon push and be annoying. So that's what my game plan is. Also, I think he just loses the Baby Dragon, so I can just ignore as much as possible and take our positive Elixir trades and throw more crap back at him. So assume that we ignore the Baby Dragon. Then with the Elixir that we get from ignoring that, we'll deal more damage than we take. That's the game plan, at least for me right now. I'm going to Dark Goblin on the Lumberjack, and then I'm going to Skeleton Barrel. And I think I can Mega Knight in the face of this Bowler. You know what? The Fart Goblin is able to kill that, so that's good. And we're going to take 2 towers here, dude. I don't know what you're thinking, but your tower is about to be sinking. He might arrows, so I'm going to wait for the Fart Goblin to die to that, or whatever spell he wants to do. Mega Knight going to jump? Hell yeah. Now we can unleash the Suspicious Bush and Skeleton Barrel and space everything out. And this guy's going to go to outer space, out of this world, out of this game. Never to be seen again. Skeleton Barrel, Royal Ghost, Goblin Gang. He's literally going to lose a Bowler to bait cards. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Bowler is being bewildered by bait. Let's freaking go. All right, well, I'm just going to arrows you, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to cycle my cheap cards and put you out of your misery. GG, man. I love saying peace out, Girl Scout. I don't know why we stopped it. Good game, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Throwback to 2017 if you were watching then. No matter what crazy counters we jumped in today, the Mega Knight deck was able to use split lane pressure to jumble our opponent's card cycle and drain their Elixir bank. I was super impressed with this deck's capability of stressing opponents out because I didn't think it would be possible to win any of those games earlier. Beating an abundance of bad matchups back to back to back, especially into a top 300 player, proves that this deck can truly beat anything. Jump on the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.